There's a little monster destroying your dreams. It's sneaky, it's hungry, and it thrives on distraction while you scroll through your phone, binge your favorite show, or promise yourself just 5 more minutes. This isn't just some harmless habit. It's a full-blown thief, stealing your potential, your progress, and your confidence, one excuse at a time. What's even scarier? It's doing it all right under your nose. It whispers convincing lies, like you'll start tomorrow, or you work better under pressure, and you believe them. Meanwhile, your dreams sit on the shelf, gathering dust, as this monster feeds on your time and ambition. But here's the good news. Once you understand how this sneaky little beast operates, you can stop it in its tracks. In this video, we're diving deep into how procrastination works, why it feels so powerful, and how you can finally take back control of your time and your life. If you're tired of watching your goals slip further away, stay tuned, because we're about to slay this monster together. Picture this. You sit down, ready to conquer the world, armed with a to-do list, your favorite coffee, and a fire in your belly. 5 minutes later, you're knee-deep in YouTube rabbit holes, arguing in the comments section about who the greatest superhero is. Relatable? You're not alone. Procrastination is a monster that lives rent-free in your head. So let's call it what it is. Procrastination is the ultimate dream killer. It's not dramatic to say that it's the difference between where you are and where you want to be. Think about it. How many great ideas have you had? Plans to get fit, start a business, write that book. And how many of them are still just ideas? The problem isn't that you're lazy. Procrastination is smarter than that. It whispers in your ear, just 5 more minutes, or you work better under pressure. And you believe it, every single time. But here's the kicker. Procrastination doesn't just steal your time. It erodes your confidence. The more you put things off, the more you start doubting yourself. And the worse it gets, the harder it is to fight back. So why do we procrastinate? It's not just about being lazy or not having enough discipline. That's way too simple. Procrastination usually comes down to 3 big things: fear, perfectionism, and our brain's craving for that sweet instant dopamine hit. Let's talk about fear of failure first. You might avoid starting something because deep down, you're scared of messing it up. It's like your brain says, well, if I don't even try, then I can't fail, right? But here's the twist. Not trying at all is actually the biggest failure. It's like losing a race before you've even left the starting line. Then there's perfectionism. Oh, this one's sneaky. You convince yourself that everything has to be just right before you even start. I need the perfect plan, the perfect timing, the perfect mindset. Spoiler alert, perfection doesn't exist. It's just another excuse to keep yourself stuck in one place. And finally, let's talk about instant gratification. Your brain loves quick wins, watching Netflix, scrolling Instagram, or playing games. All of those give you a little dopamine boost right away. But working on your long-term goals? Yeah, that takes time, and your brain doesn't get that same instant reward. So it's no surprise that scrolling TikTok feels a lot more appealing than writing that essay or starting that business plan. Understanding these things is the first step in beating procrastination, but knowing them is just the beginning. The real challenge is figuring out how to outsmart your brain when it tries to take the easy way out. Let's picture procrastination as this sneaky little monster that's way too clever for its own good. It's got a bag of tricks it loves to use to keep you stuck, and it's good, like really good, at fooling you into thinking it's on your side. First, there's the justifier. This one's a smooth talker. It'll tell you, hey, you've been working so hard, you totally deserve a break. And sure, maybe you did work hard last week, but now you're stuck on the couch, and your to-do list is just sitting there, judging you. Then we've got the negotiator. This one's even sneakier. It whispers, "You're not in the mood right now. Let's just do it tomorrow when you're feeling more motivated." Spoiler alert, tomorrow never comes. And finally, there's the storyteller. Oh, this one's a pro at bringing up old stuff. It'll remind you of that one time you tried something and failed, and then say, "See, this is going to be just like that." It convinces you that starting isn't worth it because you already know how it'll end. The thing is, these tricks feel so real. It's easy to fall for them because they sound logical in the moment. But here's the deal. Once you recognize what's happening, you can call them out for what they are: excuses. This is the turning point. Procrastination doesn't have to win. Yeah, it might feel big and scary, but you're bigger. And the key isn't about fighting harder. It's about working smarter. It's about knowing the tricks and outsmarting the monster. Once you figure that out, the game changes completely. So, how do you beat procrastination? It's easier than you think, but it does take a bit of strategy. First, you've got to recognize when it's happening. Like the moment you catch yourself making excuses, "I'll just do it tomorrow," or "I'm not really in the mood right now." Pause. Call it out. Oh, that's the negotiator talking again. It sounds silly, but naming it makes it so much easier to spot and stop in its tracks. Then there's this little trick called the 2-minute rule. If something takes less than 2 minutes, just do it right away. No overthinking, no debating, just knock it out. It's wild how often the hardest part is just getting started. Once you're moving, the momentum makes it easier to keep going. Another game changer is time blocking. Have you heard of the Pomodoro technique? It's super simple. You set a timer, work for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break. It tricks your brain into thinking, "Oh, I only have to focus for 25 minutes. I can totally do that." And the crazy thing is, once you start, you often keep going because you're in the zone. Now, let's talk about rewards. Your brain loves them. So, give it what it wants, but make it work for it. Like, if I finish this task, I'll treat myself to an episode of my favorite show. Or, once I'm done with this, I'll grab my favorite snack. It's simple, but it works because you're giving yourself something to look forward to. And the last one, accountability. This one's so underrated. Tell someone what you're trying to get done. Better yet, put some skin in the game. Make a bet. Say, "If I don't finish this by the end of the day, I owe you $20. It's crazy how motivating it can be when there's something on the line, even if it's just your pride. None of this is about being perfect. It's about taking small, smart steps that help you outsmart procrastination. Try 1 or 2 of these and see how much of a difference it makes. In conclusion, procrastination might feel like a monster, but it's really just a scared little creature trying to keep you in your comfort zone. Once you see it for what it is, you can outsmart it. Remember, it's not about perfection. It's about progress. The next time you feel that monster creeping up, remember this. Every small step forward is a step closer to your dreams. If this resonated with you, don't let the monster win. Hit subscribe or check out our next video. Your future self will thank you. Also remember to visit reachingourdestiny.com for more success tools and insights. We are reaching our destiny. Thanks for watching. See you next time.